Okay, we're at the Caledonian Inn. I had the best sleep ever. First night in an actual bed for 11 nights. Really nice of these guys to let me hang my tent out. So it's the ground sheet, the inside and the outer sheet. So I'm going to have, for the first time in a while, a fully dry tent. Also had my sleeping bag in the tumble dryer. Had a massive breakfast, 3 bowls of cereal and a full fry-up. Might have overdone it a little bit, but hopefully that's the fuel I need to get to Penrith. It's not raining, don't know what the wind's like yet, but should be a good cycle today. What on earth's that I feel? Could it be? Oh yes, another direct headwind. Absolutely marvellous. Oh, dearie me. Okay, it's a quick impromptu stop 6 miles out of Gretna. As you can see, there is roadworks just up the way, and that's where I've nearly just been knocked off my bike, unfortunately. They're waving people through, and it did take about 5 minutes before we could go through, and there's some freshly laid tarmac. So we were on the wrong side of the road because the tarmac was on the left. So I was as far over to the left-hand side of the road as I could be, but the guy behind me in the van obviously got a bit impatient and tried to squeeze past, which he did, but his trailer full of branches and stuff at the back was too wide, so it hit my back pannier and swung me into the other side of the road. So I just about kept my bike upright, and the guy didn't bother to stop. I was obviously making myself heard behind him, saying, well, that's not a cricket, is it? Maybe pull over, old chap. But he didn't, so he just off he went while I was sort of getting my bike straight and stuff. So I've just I managed to get his number plates. I've just spoke to the non-emergency police department, who want to speak to me when I get to Gretna to file a police report, because essentially he's just hit a cyclist and didn't care to just stop and ask if I was alright or anything like that. So not ideal. It's a bit of a shame because people here have given me more than enough room normally. It's not really been a problem, so we'll see what the police have to say. You know what, on we go. Okay, so we're outside Gretna police station just to report that incident. It's put me massively behind schedule, but I actually found the van as I cycled about 2 kilometres up the road. There you go. I found the van and went in. I said, who's the driver of the van? Some old guy came out. I said, do you realise you just hit me on the road back there and sent me to the other side of the road? Oh no, I thought I'd missed you. I said, no, you didn't. It was a country road and you've got a van and a big trailer through, and it hit me. I mean, if you weren't sure if that close, you didn't think of stopping and checking that someone's at the other side of the road screaming all sorts of abuse at you. And he went, oh well, if I did, I'm sorry. I said, there's no if you did. Trust me. So at this point, I mean, I'm a school teacher. We're like telling off a kid. He just kind of looked at me blankly as I'm saying, you've got to show people on the road a bit more courtesy. Cyclists are vulnerable. So you've got to give them a bit of room. Didn't say anything else. I'm sure him and his boss were stood there. I'm sure they had a good laugh about it as I walked off. I kind of gave him a lecture and he never responded, never said anything. So I thought in that case I will follow this up with the police because I'd already phoned 101. So I've just reported it with these guys. By no means do I think they're going to send out a hit squad. It was either, do you want us to go have a word, or do you want to put a charge in for careless driving? I don't want to put a charge in for careless driving. I'm not going to pay for being a witness for this, that and the other. However, if this guy is that impatient, that careless, is knocking cyclists into the middle of the road, it needs to go on record, doesn't it? If he does it again and someone dies, it's only a case of luck that there were nothing coming on the other side, that I didn't go under or over a car or whatever. So either way, I'm behind schedule. I've got to get to Carlisle and then Penrith. I've still got 50 miles to cycle and it's 23, so let's go. Just going over the Metal Bridge Road that runs alongside the M6, and we are in England. This is the road that separates Gretna and the rest of Scotland from Carlisle. So we've just passed the border. Woohoo! Massive milestone. Just going into Carlisle. The heavens have opened again. The wind is on. Oh, it's all downhill from Scotland, mate. That's not true. Just leaving Carlisle, heading to Penrith. It'll be a solid 80 miles today. Very much a head down and get on with it day. I mean, I had a little wander around Carlisle, but didn't go too far really. Got a nice fish and chips. So should be there in about an hour and 10 or an hour and 20. So 80 miles done. I ain't got much to say at the end of today. It's one of them days I'm over it. I'm so over this. That last 20 mile was just absolutely brutal. It wasn't a cycle, it was just a fight against the wind. Like every metre, downhill, uphill, it didn't matter. It was just agonising. This wind is pounding me. My body is absolutely broken. It's finished. It's one of them moments I wonder what I'm doing here. I nearly got scat down by some complete idiot, and then the last 20 miles has just it has just nailed me. I don't know what to say. I'm finished today. I'm so over this right now. The hills and the headwind, they've done me today. I'm through.